In this video, we're going to show you how to upholster an RV dinette backrest frame. You can also install a snap in this backrest frame so you can snap the backs of your cushions directly to the frame.
This video is part of our Airstream Argosy renovation. We'll be renovating an Airstream from top to bottom, inside and out. Join us for this exciting video series.
It's a good idea to use an adhesive remover on any surface that you're going to glue, unless that surface can't withstand the adhesive remover, like foam. I wouldn't put adhesive remover on foam. You just go over to take off any grease or dirt that easily comes off of the application. Our application is really quite the mess, but it's going to be covered. We're trimming our 1/2-inch sew foam to the approximate size, obviously oversized, because I don't like to work with a whole bunch of material when it's easier to work with smaller pieces. I'm going to be using Foam Fast 74 by 3M as a spray glue, and I'm going to spray both surfaces. The top of the can has a, light, medium, and heavy application. I like to turn it to the medium is what I usually use, and you want to shake the can well. Now you may want to consider a respirator. We're going to coat this surface, and you see this has a nice lace web pattern, and I'm going to go all the way to the edge. And I'm going to kind of overlap the second pass a little bit so I make sure I get everything. So the 1/2-inch sew foam has a fabric backing so you can sew through it and the stitch won't pull through it. I like to put the glue on the fabric backing and have the foam facing out, because sometimes in shipping this will get wrinkled up a little bit. So I'm going to spray this just like I did on the wood, one coat surface going just horizontally. If you want to make sure that it's going to stick really well, go horizontally and vertically, but it'll take more glue. This is the top, and I want to make sure that I get some glue on that as well, because it's going to be rolling around the top. Glue becomes tacky and doesn't transfer to your finger by rolling your knuckle. It's time to apply it. So with this glue, you have about 10 minutes of working time, or what we call bonding time. And I've sprayed glue just up to this point, a little bit past this point, and obviously on this surface. So I'm going to roll this over and press it down well. And you can see I have excess foam going over the board. We're going to trim that later on. So now I'm going to spray this portion, and the foam's going to actually stop down here. It's going to go past it first, but it's going to stop there. So I'm going to spray glue here, and I'm also going to spray this top again just to make sure that we have plenty of glue there. And then overlapping patterns of this, getting all the way to the edges. Nice spray pattern, as you can see. Now we're going to put it on the foam. So again, we're checking for tackiness, and it's not rolling any adhesive over to my fingers, so we're ready to bond. So I got plenty of glue at the top there. That's where it's going to roll over the top. So I'm going to pull it fairly snug. And press down like that. Now we haven't inspected the other side yet, so let's flip it over and let's hope that it looks good too. Oh yeah. Very nice. No bubbles anywhere. Excellent. I'm going to scoot this down to the edge of the table so it's pretty much flush with this sacrificial table. You wouldn't want to do this on your wife's dining room table. I don't think she'd be too happy. And then I'm just going to use an electric kitchen knife and trim very close to that edge. Nice. And then we'll do the same thing over here. There are little pegs here that are going to go into the wall of the RV. So I just trim the foam like this. This is going to go up against the wall.
It's very important that you try to cut this as straight as possible, as some imperfections may show up if it's not straight.
So this is where I want it cut, right across here. And this is where the seat rests. So it's going to be covered basically by foam, but I believe I can cut it with this. It doesn't have to be perfect here because this is all going to be hidden, but this still works great for applications like that. Now it is glued pretty solidly. Oh, great. I wish I could just rip it. It's not, didn't go through the scrim. This is Eversoft. It is a four-way stretch. In other words, it stretches on the running length, along the width, and obviously along the bias. But it's got a gorgeous texture to it. And the backside has it's kind of like a knit soft backing, which definitely aids in having glue stick to it and the glue's not soaking through to the vinyl. So this is a great fabric for this kind of application, and it's available only at Sailrite. So I've already cut it to size so that we have plenty to come down here, and we're going to trim this after we get it glued on. But you can see I've got plenty to cover that, and obviously the underside as well. So we're going to just start by gluing this surface and this surface together again with our Foam Fast 74, following the same procedure. Oops, I'm going to make sure. Yeah, we're just going to coat the underside of the fabric with the glue, make sure that we have plenty on the sides, and then we're going to coat the foam, and we're going to make sure that we coat this top edge of the foam as well. So I've got this surface coated in this, but I also want the fabric to come down here. This is actually going to go against the wall of the RV, but I want to put glue on it now before I get the fabric in place, just in case I want to stick the fabric to that application. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So it's tacky again, and it's not transferring to my finger, so we're ready to bond. And I'm going to fold it over fairly taut, and then I'm going to work the fabric from the center out, making sure there's no bubbles, and there's none. Perfect. So now that that's bonded, we're going to flip it over, and we're going to bond this other side. So it's already stuck on here, so we're going to put some spray glue kind of in that crevice, and then coat both surfaces like we've did before. Okay, we're ready to bond. It's tacky. This time I'm going to get a second helper so we make sure we don't get any wrinkles. And just kind of pull firmly down. And start from the center. Just put it on the table. Very nice. Now, this is going up against the wall, and we have glue on this, but this is too much fabric, as you can see, and so I want just very little fabric, and I don't want to use good scissors because that will gum them up. I could use good scissors and then clean them up, but I just need enough to come down so that it's basically hidden, as you can see. So when this comes up against the wall, you won't see anything except for the vinyl. So do this carefully, because you don't want to cut too much. And then just stick it down to that area that you glued, like so. And we'll do the same thing over here. So I'm going to push this down, and hopefully this is going to look pretty good here. It's going to be up against the wall. I don't know. Yeah, I think it will be okay. Yeah, see, when that's up against the wall, that's all you're going to see. I think it'll be fine like that. So I've marked a line here with a grease pencil, and I'm going to trim it down here. Again, this is not going to be very visible, but that'll give it kind of a bottom finished edge, just going to be hidden behind the cushion. So there we go. Should have plenty of room for our board and our cushion to sit there and not be visible at all. This is the bottom edge that's up against the floor, and I'm just going to wrap the fabric around this. So we're going to let this cure, and then we'll pull the fabric around this once it's tacked up. All right, it's tacked up and it's not transferring to my fingers. I'm going to just put it on the bottom edge here. Nobody will ever see that. And then we're just going to clean up any fingerprints that we have accidentally got on the vinyl. So it's okay for it to overlap like this because this is the inside. If we do have any fingerprints on the vinyl, the specialty adhesive remover will remove them nicely. I don't really see very many. This typically won't damage the vinyl, but you should always test it with whatever vinyl that you're using in an inconspicuous spot. I think ours looks pretty good. So we are good to go.
Here's another look at the finished backrest frame. And here's what it looks like after we install the seat back cushion. A tutorial video on how to make the seat back cushion and the pleated cushion are also available from Sailrite. Here's a look at the materials and tools we use to complete this project.
If you enjoyed this video, click the link in the description below or at the icon at the top right to check out other projects in the Airstream Argosy renovation series.